Here with Alaska men's basketball head coach Mick Durham. Coach, you guys end your 4-game GNAC homestand this week with a pair of games against Montana State Billings and Alaska Anchorage. Big game on Saturday, but just talk about what your expectations are overall going into this week, and how are the Nooks going to be able to come out of this week 2-0?
Well, it's really important that we concentrate on Thursday. Montana State Billings comes in, and they can really score the ball. Different guys that can shoot the three. I like how they're playing. They like to get up and down. So I mean, the biggest key is we got to take it one game at a time and take care of Thursday first. But a Billings team that has been on the road, this will be their 4th game in a row on the road, and we have that situation coming up next month. So it's not easy.
You guys have a very high octane offense this year. You guys are second in the GNAC in scoring at 87.5 points a game. It's also 29th best in NCAA Division II. A lot of that's come from your starting 5. You have 5 starters that average double figures. You're the 4th team in 4 teams in the GNAC can claim that, and you're one of them. So just kind of talk about your starters and just being able to contribute offensively, and what does that mean for you as a coach to know that you have weapons throughout your lineup up and down?
Well, we've been getting a lot of contributions offensively from a lot of different guys. Obviously, you'd like to develop the bench too, and we're playing 9-10 guys. So, but our starters have been the main guys. We've kind of settled on a starting lineup here the last few weeks, and consistency is the key when you get in the GNAC. It doesn't get easier as teams see you more and more, and with the scouting and things like that, it becomes tougher. But we've been sharing the ball. We've been scoring in a lot of different ways. I think not just in the half court. We get some things off our defense, and also we're getting pretty good balance inside and out. So that's what I like.
Getting balance inside and out. You had a great game from a guard, Javante Williams, against Simon Frazier, along with forward and Almir Hadjisevich. They kind of really spearheaded the offensive effort against SFU last week. Just kind of talk about their contributions and being able to have a strong presence both inside like Almir and outside like Javante.
Well, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's hard for them to really sag in on us because we do have the outside threats, and then also we have big Almir inside, and so you'd like to think we'd be hard to guard. Throw in, we want to keep attacking. Free throw line is critical in each game. Who shoots the most free throws, and in that area too. We've been a little inconsistent in that area from game to game and home and road, but last weekend was good where we got to the line.
And then you guys are coming off a very strong defensive performance. You limited the Simon Frazier offense to 56 points. You guys really had a strong effort there. Just kind of talk about that. Was that some kind of emphasis coming into this year? Because I know there's been a lot of high-scoring affairs between you and other teams.
Well, I thought last weekend, the 2 games of the 4 halves, I thought we defended 3 out of the 4 halves. I didn't think we defended very well the first half against Western on Thursday, but the last 3 halves I thought we were very solid. So, that's something we've talked to our guys about. That is still the key to us. We got to be solid on the defensive end and let the offense take care of itself, and hopefully get some things from our defense, which means get us out in the break and some advantage situations. And so, we think we defend well here. We think we're getting better defensively, and the big key is rebounding. And we finally rebounded a little bit better on Saturday. A couple games before that, we had a little tough time.
Now, you talked a lot about Montana State Billings at the start of this video. I'm just going to ask you a little bit about Anchorage. They come in here, they'll be a first-place team undefeated in the GNAC right now. What kind of team should fans expect to see in the Seawolves, and what are kind of some of your expectations and keys to that game? Well,
they do a great job of spreading the floor. They are guys that can shoot the 3. They can drive it. They're very hard to guard. They like to get up and down. They're scoring a bunch of points also. A little bit more perimeter-oriented than inside-oriented than some teams Coach Osborne's had in the past. But, you got to get back and get your defense set and do the best you can. And then they have some very talented guys, with McGill back now after Christmas. And then Wiggs has been consistent all year, transferring from Idaho, a D1 school, and they've added Mitchell. And so, I mean, definitely some weapons. And so, you got to try to do the best you can. Their best players trying to make them work as hard as they can for their points. Obviously, they're going to score, but you got to try to make it hard on them as you can.
And final question here. Students are back on campus. The second semester is getting ready to begin. You guys had some really well-attended games this past weekend. The community seems to be really supporting this team and behind it. You know, our expectation is some of bigger crowds this weekend with the students coming back. So just kind of talk a little bit about how your team reacts in playing in front of this crowd and how much this support means to you guys.
Well, it's nice to have a little energy, excitement back on campus with school starting, and we hope that definitely helps the crowds here in the Patty too. Obviously, the UAA game is one that draws very well, and with the students back being Thursday, hopefully MSU Billings will too. But you can sense, school starting and more people around, and hopefully that means there'll be more people in the Patty, and we appreciate that. We'll take all the support, and this is a very tough home court, let alone when there's a lot of people in the gym.
All right, Mick, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, Chris.